Lithuanian Paulius Pleskuvas, P3. But it's on the outside. There's a couple of drivers, local drivers, that we need to watch carefully. Next to the Lithuanian is the young Swedish talent, Linus Östlund, from this area, racing on the RX2 E-Series last season. And out on the outside, Ollie Christian Vieby, 26-year-old from Norway, perhaps with the best form. Sætnan is in pole, Moser in P2, Pleskuvas 3, Östlund 4, Vieby is in 5. We could see the Norwegian car 52 from 5 with a good launch, cut right across all 4 to take that first corner lead. Green for go. It's a good start from Sætnan in pole. Here he comes around the outside as predicted. And there is Ollie Christian Vieby from P5 into first position in corner 1. 2 go out for an early joker lap, but no question, Vieby's early launch plan working perfectly.
Exactly what Vieby needed, wasn't it? Nailed the launch settings, got round the outside, runs a little bit deep there on the outside of the circuit, sorry, but then tucks it back in nicely in the entry to the velodrome. He's well on top of this car now. He was driving it in the RallyX weekend earlier this year on the same circuit. It was a bit different conditions that weekend, not quite as bone dry as it is now this afternoon, but the seat time he's had in it will only be helping such an experienced rally driver, and he can be right at the front this weekend if he can get a clean couple of heats now.
Now the Norwegian coming into lap 2, he's just over half a second clear of Attila Moser, and Pleskuvas holds third. Östlund and Sætnan, they were the 2 early joker lap racers coming into that second bend in lap 1.
Sætnan gets on the brakes to avoid contact with Pleskuvas, very fair from the Scirocco driver, but Linus Östlund, the local lad, they don't come any more local than Linus to Julius, and he is well clear of that pair already. Such a difficult time he's had so far. Spun in heat 1, didn't he? Had that broken suspension in the first practice session, which meant he didn't even get out in second of the practice runs, but now he's closing down fast on the back of Attila Moser.
Yeah, Östlund using that home track advantage, records best lap time, 44.338 seconds. Vieby's out in front. Vieby's gone for an early joker.
Östlund's going to get him.
Oh! Östlund takes Vieby, and that could be trouble now. That was maybe not the best timing for the joker lap from Ollie Christian Vieby, because he goes from first to third. Moser's out in front, but it's Östlund with all the pace and tempo right now.
Oh, has Östlund run into a problem? Was he missed a gear because he lost momentum after having that nudge in the rear of Attila Moser? But I think JC Racetech made the right call. Östlund was closing on the back of the leaders, so they were trying to cover off Östlund, but he's done such a good job in this race so far. Unfortunately, the race time's going to be a little bit harmed now by Moser not having taken the joker yet. He's at the inside. Moser runs really wide.
Moser goes off the track.
Vieby's looking to the inside of Östlund. They've had a bit of contact. Östlund runs wide but holds on to it. Vieby's going to look to the inside again now. This is where Anton Markman rolled last year, but there's no way through.
Östlund keeps Vieby at bay, but Vieby here is all over the back of Östlund. This is incredibly fast and furious now. What a shame for Moser, who lost it completely off track.
Östlund's best lap is right up there with the best laps of the session so far. Just his fastest lap of the session so far, I think. Vieby's there as well, but not quite as quick on the ultimate lap time. Got one to do. Östlund's again pulled a little bit of a gap. It's not much, is it? But it's just enough breathing space not to have your rear bumper being squished in by the guy behind. You know he's there, but you've just got that little bit of margin to brake when you want, rather than having to check up that little bit earlier, waiting for the little nudge.
Oh, well, there's no question. Östlund's knowledge of the racetrack here is keeping the Swedish driver in front. He's the local lad from Sisselbach, just literally down the valley. And Viebi's been trying everything that he's got within his skill set and repertoire, but it's still Linus Osland who has the local crowd on their feet here. Huge jumps from both the drivers, but he's still just over 3/4 of a second clear, and that is one for the home crowd. That is one for the local fans. Linus Osland takes it ahead of the Norwegian Ollie Christian Viebi. Pleskavus is third, Sætnan 4, Moser 5. What a great drive from Linus Osland.
And over a second and a half quicker than Michalak too. Viebi also goes ahead of Michalak in the overall standings. Osland leads overall with only a couple of races to run. What a drive from the local hero.
Yeah, the fans absolutely love that one. Look at him now, he's on his feet. You think he'd won the race.